sure to fast forward to something interesting. I am setting up. Oops, is that gonna... We might need a bigger space today. Let me turn on my laptop. Maybe. Ugh. Take my password, thank you. Okay. Today we're gonna play with some vinyl. And I just sent it through the Cricut and started weeding. And I will weed one with ya. Just a momento. Make sure my camera and everything is... Why isn't the site can't be reached? Why is YouTube not working? Oh, is my internet down? Sorry guys, I have no internet on. No internet. Fabulous. Oh, let me see if I can scroll through here on my phone. We have Pam and Maureen and Marguerite and Kim in Alaska and Sandy. Woo. And hello, and Miss Bonnie. Okay, so I can see your comments on my phone, but my laptop has no internet. Who knows why? I mean, it's connected. Oy vey. Why are we not having internet? Status, please. Need to watch. No internet. Alright. Thank you. Oh, I wonder if they knocked it out because they're working on it. Okay. Whoa. What did I miss? I'm in serious need of fun distraction. My daughter fell and broke her elbow. Ow! Spent hours in ER last night and this morning. How terrible. They finally sent her home at noon with surgery set for tomorrow. I have to look under my doodad. I still have no internet. So, I apologize, you guys. That's terrible, Pam. I'm sorry she had to go through that. So, I have a SVG design I'm working on. It's one I've been playing around with. And I weeded this one, and I did it backwards. When I put it down on the paper, so the Cricut cut it out. And then you put it face down on your sticky stuff. So, and it's any kind of vinyl. The vinyl that I'm playing with, I found at my Tuesday morning before they shut down. And it's just adhesive vinyl. I mean, you can get vinyl anywhere anymore. Okay. There's lots and lots of places to buy vinyl. And these are, I think, 12 by 12 sheets. Yep. 12 by 12, even Paper Studio, you can buy them individually at Hobby Lobby. So you peel the sticky off of your transfer, and again, this one comes in so many varieties, and you put your whole project down. Now when I did that, when I started peeling, I peeled, don't stick there, I peeled the thin piece off and left the chunks. Well, when I did that, the thin piece got wobbly and separated, and I had to kind of wiggle it back into place, and it's not pretty, but it's salvageable, so I'll use that in a project. So when you go to weed it and you want to keep the thin piece, you're going to want to do that part first. So you're going to peel the backing off. You just get a pokey tool of some sort, and it's going to be feisty. Okay, I'm trying to get my little tool between the vinyl and its backing. Because we need the vinyl to stick to the sticky transfer paper. There we go. Now, both pieces are sticking. We just want the outline to stick. And it's going to be stubborn, but we can wiggle it and get it moving. Come on, little piece. We need you to stay to your paper. This is probably the most tedious type of project to work with, is the vinyl and the weeding, depending on what you're doing, especially if you want to keep both pieces. Okay, so here we finally got it started. Woohoo! Okay, I'll pull you in. So I'm going to peel back, and it's not going to hurt your vinyl to peel it backwards. Okay. And we're just going to peel, and then when we see the next line, oops, get this turned around, of our little doodad, and see, now it's going to work a little bit better. We just get that piece to stick or stay stuck to its original home. And I'm just going to take the point and wiggle it right along that cut line. It just needs some help because you've cut through a sheet that has sticky on it. Okay, and so now I'm going to push it back down, and it should peel up a little bit easier. Okay. Broken tailbones. Oh my gosh, you guys. What's going on? Okay. We want to make sure that stays attached to that. We're going to peel this back. Stay put, you. Even though this is a low tack, man, it likes to grab everything. Now, if you're not keeping both pieces, of course, you just pick out what you don't want and just chuck it. But this design warrants keeping both pieces because it's just going to be fabulous. Come on. I want you to stick there. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Come on, let go. It's being stubborn as sin. Okay, there we go. We got those on there. So now we're gonna pop these guys and bend. And try and keep your fingers out of the sticky vinyl. We don't mind if the transfer tape loses its stick, but we want the vinyl to keep its stick. Okay. Get this little corner, get this little corner. Oh my goodness, come on, let go. Okay, you're driving me insane. Wait, we're gonna try it this way. We're gonna peel this section. Okay. And where are we at? That is right there. And because this was cut on the Cricut, we should be able to see the little cut marks, but not very well for me. And it's in reverse. I don't know. The struggle. Okay. You know what? I'm going to set that right there. You can go right there. Okay. This one, we know where this one goes. That one's easy. Oh, that's right. That's why I'm not seeing this. The sticky goes down on this side. That's why it wasn't lining up for me. This goes right in here. There we go. And then we're just going to peel that piece, which goes right in here. And this piece goes right up here. Ta-da! All right. Ooh, no, don't stick on yourself. Okay. Stick. Oh, don't stick there. Get these little guys out, and then we'll just play with the outline. Almost there, almost there. Now, if you're not going to keep your centerpieces, you would weed them out before putting them on your transfer paper. It'll be way easier. But this one's just being a brat. Didn't take me long to weed the bigger one at all. Just placing the red or the centerpiece back down was the most time consuming because it just didn't want to lay flat. Hi, Gloria. Sorry if I missed anyone. My internet is down on my laptop, so I can't see the comments in all their glory. I can just see a couple at a time on my phone. All right. Ta-da! Okay, so if you have a good weeding day, you can save both parts, okay? And this would be really pretty if we were able to save it. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's just vinyl that I've had forever and never used. So now that you have your vinyl, you can do pretty much anything you can imagine with it. You could take this out to your car and put a sticker on your card. Now, the saving the inside pieces, say you cut this out of 10 different purples, you could piece those different purples back in there. That's the purpose of saving those inner pieces when you can. And like this one here, this one transferred very well. It probably would have taken me longer if I tried to do what I just did now, but instead I peeled the center off, leaving the bigger chunks. But we'll show you what we can do with these. Uh-oh. Don't have too many going at once. They get sticky. Okay. So you can, of course, when you're running it through your Cricut, and in our last time we played with vinyl, we cut it out with our die cutting machine. So you don't even have to have SVGs. You can just die cut it and make beautiful stuff. Okay? And put it right on your cards. But say you want to do something for your kids' room or your bathroom and you want something different. You go to the thrift store, you pick up a mirror, and you can do that. Or you go to your craft store and you pick up a mirror. And I got these at Joann's. They were on clearance. This bag doesn't have the clearance price. So for $1.50, they have different sizes. That stuff. And to prep your surface, even your car, if you're going to put this image on your car, you're going to want to clean it and prep it. Because little dust particles with your vinyl, same with your vinyl foil. If you're doing foiling and stuff, you don't want it all gooey. Now I've got a water alcohol solution, okay, and that's all you need. Just a nice good cleaning. Take off any grease that might be behind. Okay. Hello, Cordelia and Janine. How fabulous. Okay, and of course this has dust on it. Let me get a clean splinter rag. Okay, you see my hot little palms. Okay, and you're just gonna wipe it clean. You're gonna make sure it's dust free and fabulous. Okay. So you got your thrift store find of your mirror or canvas or anything. Okay. So then you can take your vinyl and just like a sticker, okay? Nope, not that piece. I need my other piece. Okay, I used my other piece. Hold on one second. Ugh. These little stickies are getting everywhere. Okay, so say like when you peel it, you're gonna put it on its sticky thing or its anti-sticky. Okay, so it then becomes like a sticker. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna peel it back and expose a little bit of it. And you're gonna line it up where you want it on your item. So I want mine kind of curved like that. So I'm gonna stick down just a portion of it. And then I'm going to peel it back and smooth it down at the same time, okay? And it'll probably be folded over just like this, okay? You don't really have to see it. You just want to rub it, okay? And you use this hand to shove it flat, okay? And you just smooth it on there. Now, if you're playing with resin projects, you would let your layer of resin dry, put this over the top of your resin, and then resin over the top of it. So you literally can do this with any surface. Okay, now this is a permanent vinyl, which means when you go to try and take it off, it's going to be a nightmare. Okay. Now, Cricut and other brands have a clear transfer, so you can actually see really clearly through there, and then you have less of this accidental hangover, which I'm not too worried about. Okay, I'm just going to fold it right over, and now I'm going to clean it. Okay, and then you have your vinyl on glass. There's a little gooey. I'm just going to get a little bit of alcohol on my rag and scrub it up. Okay. Now, say like this was a huge mirror, okay? Very huge mirror. And you're like, well, that's cute, but I don't want to piece all the pieces back in. Maybe you do want to piece it. Maybe you cut it out in purple and pink, and the pink is going to go on the inside, okay? But say you don't want to do that. Well, it's a non-porous surface. So you know what you can do? Yeah, color it with alcohol ink. Okay? You could get that moving in there. Now, it will stain your vinyl, okay, if you get it on your vinyl. It could be cool. You could do the alcohol first and then the vinyl over the top of it, whatever you want to do. Okay, I'm just going to do this one color, but imagine you can do this in so many colors and just fun things. And if you get it where you don't want it on the glass, well, you just wipe that part up. Okay. So you can really take your time. You can go in and instead of spritzing it like I'm doing, you can go in with a paintbrush and be precise about it. That way there you don't get it on your vinyl. Now, as you can see, it is actually wiping up off my vinyl. Okay. So that's kind of cool. But know that it will probably stain some vinyl. Okay. So you get... you might want to put it on a mat or something so you don't cut yourself. And then you would just go through and clean it up. And you'd have this beautiful... oops, that should have probably been green. Beautiful, beautiful design. That's so easy. Give a little spritzy technique. And then you just let it dry and then go clean it up. So, definitely... Are you using alcohol to wipe off? Yes. It's just alcohol. This one is my 71%. It's 2 parts alcohol, 1 part water. You could use straight alcohol. You could use the blending solutions. I don't have a problem using the alcohol. And most of the time when I'm working with my alcohol inks, I use it straight, the 99%. Which I got at my Ace hardware store in their cleaning department. You know, they do use it as a cleaning And if you're like, oh, I can't stand it, well, you just clean it all the way up, okay? No harm, no foul. So you can definitely practice doing different stuff. Okay? And that's on glass. So you got your vinyl, your alcohol inks, mooshing around on some glass. Like I said, you find it at your thrift store. Maybe you make something for your bathroom or the hallway. You know, this would be pretty impressive if this was a huge mirror and that was just down at the corner. And you could, I'm probably going to do the whole glass piece. 90, yep, 90. The higher the alcohol content, the better. Okay, that means you're not diluting the color as much, because once you add the water, and that's where the lower percentage comes from, is they're just adding water. When you've added water, then you're diluting your color a little bit. So the stronger the better. And when I first started, I was using the 74%. I mean, it does what it does. And it still looks beautiful. Okay, so then your daughter or your son, because you know, you can cut out superheroes, there's SVGs out there of anything you can think of. If you want Mandalorian, you type in Mandalorian SVG. Batman SVG. Roses SVG. Anything you can think of, you can pull up as an SVG, save it to your computer, then put it in your cutting system, and you cut your vinyl. Be careful though, if you're wanting to sell your project, make sure you have the rights to sell it, okay? Because some items are free for personal use, especially if you're just Google searching and you kind of borrow an image off of Google. That is copyright, and you don't want to sell that image, but you could make your project and give it away for free or hang it in your own house. Dog hair, yay. Okay, so there's lots of stuff out there that you can do. So this here is a canvas, and you can get canvases now just about anywhere. The dollar store, the Dollar General, Family Dollar, Target, where else at? Walmart, all sorts of places. This one is Artist Loft. It's either Michael's or Joann's, and you catch them on the 50% off. Hobby Lobby, they do their canvases every now and then, 50% off, okay? I try to avoid the buy one, get one half off, because that's not really a big savings. We like to do the either buy one, get one free, or half off in general. And so we're going to take this little guy, and I didn't even prep this one. This one is right out of the package. I literally unwrapped it just before coming on. And I'm going to have this hang off. And I'm going to look for the area that was most mangled. I'm going to look for that area there. And then I'm just going to turn it the way I think. And we're just going to burnish it on there. And you can get a tool to burnish, your credit card. I mean, just anything you can think of to burnish. And we're going to do really good on the edges, because that's where it's going to bend over. Bend over. Okay, and we just burnish that all on there. And it may take a little bit of extra because this is a canvas, okay? It may not like it per se, but once we get it on there, it'll stay. It won't be a permanent, like for the rest of your life kind of thing, but it'll do. It'll do. And then you just peel it. And the best thing is to lay the peel back on itself. Hi, Daisyville. Oh, did we hear Chewbacca? Sorry, I thought we had... I did not put it on Do Not Disturb. And yes, Chewbacca lets me know that somebody has put something on YouTube. And then I have my baby shark that lets me know that people are live on YouTube. Okay, and you just burnish as you go. Just get her on there. Oh, you thin pain in the bupkis. Yeah, I like the baby shark ringtone. And then, you know, you Google stuff. And did you guys know that the baby shark is a sing-along thing that they started at youth summer camps eons ago, and some guy thought it would be fun to make it a fun song because the original baby shark, you lose your limbs. And you gotta swim without a limb. And it's kind of funny and it's kind of disturbing, but then the guy made it fun, and then another company, the actual baby shark that we hear abundant today, is another company who kind of there's kind of a debate whether or not the original guy has the rights to the song because of the upbeat melody he used. So yeah, little baby shark controversy going on. Okay, and so then we just finagle this around the edges the best we can, and because it's over the edge, it doesn't have to be perfect. And again, it would have been more perfect if I had peeled it a lot better, but we're just gonna squish it down, and we're gonna mush it through the back side. Mush it, mush it, mush it. Okay, so let me scroll up. Ooh, buenos dias, crafty friends. Oh, don't use your Spanish on me. Although I did pass my high school Spanish class, I'm not sure how I managed to do that. I hope you're all doing great, and I'm so sorry that I can't see your comments. I'm not sure where my internet went to. Thank goodness I shut my phone off just before the live because I was having a little bit of issues on my phone. Sometimes it doesn't like to do data and Wi-Fi at the same time, so I was like, well, we're just going to do data. So I shut it down and made sure the Wi-Fi was turned off before turning off the phone, and then turned it back on. Okay. So it's not perfect because, like I said, I had issues, and so a lot of these crinkle areas I touched a lot with my fingers, and so the oils and stuff made it not so sticky. But as you can see, that's pretty stuck on there. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. So then you have your dollar store canvas or whatever canvas you have handy. Okay, maybe you found something at the thrift store that was a really ugly painting, you go home, you gesso over it a couple of times. Well, you would sand it, then gesso over it a couple times, and you can paint over somebody else's weird stuff. I was watching Ryan, and you linked to one of her alcohol inker videos. The rest is history. Oh, I must have missed the rest of that. Okay. I can't see my comments. It's so sad. Okay. Chewy's hungry. Of course. Could actually apply to me sometimes. We have been issues here too. Okay. Okay. This project is so stinking pretty. Well, thank you. These I'm still working on this rose because when I cut it out on my Cricut, it had it square. So I've got to go back in and add a border so that it will cut out this shape. And then it wants to double cut. So I have to go back into my program and fix it. SVG making is not that easy. You can't just take your image and say, make it SVG. It's kind of annoying. But anyways, look. So you've got your canvas all situated. Maybe you pull out your watercolors. Maybe you pull out some Simon Hurley lunar paste. Okay. And you can just go to town. And because it's vinyl, okay, it'll wipe right off if you go over. But it'll act as a nice little barrier. Okay. So you can just go through, just add some shimmery goodness. Let me get a little paintbrush here. See if we can't clean up our vinyl. Get our Oogie rag. Get some water on there. It's like stuck on there a little bit. Okay, what the hey, man? That's some sticky lunar paste. Oh, but it does wipe off though. You just gotta get a little pressure in there. Okay, so we're gonna be a little bit more careful as we paint. So I don't have to do so much cleanup, right? Just get that right on the edge. So you could cut your outline in a black, or like I'm doing a tone on tone, so we've got red on red. And this is just easy peasy, no shading, no nothing. Just throw some color in there. Now you could take your vinyl and attach it to a sheet of watercolor paper and then do watercolor effects. You could attach your images to marker paper if you want to do markers in between. You could decorate your page beforehand, like gel printing, all that stuff, and lay your images over the top. There are so many ways to use vinyl. You just want to look at them as a sticker. They're just big or tiny. That's the good thing about vinyl. When you cut it with your Cricut, you can make it pretty much any size that you want. Now, some images you get too small, and then these little small things are really too small. But some images are just meant to be made into small little happy projects. I mean, look at this. And you could really build it up if you wanted texture, okay? You could use like texture paste in here. Tim Holtz has the Crackle texture paste. So maybe you tint that with some color and then you have crackly rose leaves. That would be fun. And if you don't like how thin it's looking, well, you just go back over it. And so this would be a little bit of time consuming, but if you like painting, okay, or you want to practice, and maybe you just want to practice control of getting it close to the edges but not go over, this would be a good thing to practice on. And then you've got Christmas gifts, because this could be a poinsettia. I mean, you could SVG out some poinsettias and do this, and then you have Christmas wall hangings. How fun would that be? But yeah, you could just do this however you want. And lunar paste does dry very nicely, and it I wouldn't recommend like hanging it in your bathroom if your bathroom is very moisty. The dampness might affect it. I'm not 100% sure. The dampness would probably affect the vinyl, but if you sealed it, say like I did this and it was gorgeous and I'm like, okay, I need to seal this, I could put some resin over the top of it. I could put a lacquer over the top of it and set everything into place. And once you do that, then you can take it to your bathroom, your kitchen, anywhere you want. But there is that beauty. And I'll finish this up and take pictures and put them on my Instagram. But we're going to take our the piece with all the pieces, we're going to attach that to some paper. Because what if we want to make a card out of it? Okay, so I'm going to just close up my lunar paste, do that, and then we'll finish that up. But look at that. Isn't that lunar paste so pretty? Who hasn't used what? I have a bunch of pastes. What? Use them. Get them out. Okay. Sometimes for new. Yep. I haven't jumped on the lunar paste bandwagon. I have to use up stuff in my stash. Yep. Most definitely. See, I bought some pastes and then threw them out because they were nasty. So these literally are the only pastes I have aside from this one. I bought this literally 2 days before he came out with these, and I'm still happy because it's a beautiful color. It's a chartreuse stencil butter. Oh my goodness, this one is gorgeous color. I don't know. That might be too Christmassy. Do that with red. I was thinking black. Doing a black background with the red. But, so I'm going to set that little gem aside. Gem aside? That almost sounds like genocide. Don't mind me. Now, I have this beautiful red vinyl. So, I think I'm going to put it on a nice black card. No, I found this. Found this paper, okay? A Bug's Life. I watched that movie a long time ago. It's green. Yes, everything's green, right? Okay, so just the same as before. I'm gonna get this over here. And I've already got some of it sticking off, so just make sure it doesn't fall off my paper, okay? And again, if you're going to attach this to your car or anything non-porous or canvas, well, not canvas, non-porous. You just want to make sure it's clean. And if you're going to put it like on a wooden board, just make sure it's well dusted. Okay. So I'm going to get those little 2 pieces started. Then I'm going to peel this back. Okay, I'm going to peel this back and get this nice and exposed. Okay. And then I know you can't see, but I'm just going to take this hand and I'm going like this and I'm pushing towards my other hand. And as I do that, I'm burnishing it down, trying to avoid any bubbles, okay? And do what works for you. If you gotta turn it, then turn it, okay? Just get a nice burnish in there. And that will help get rid of any bubbles, a little bit at a time. Okay, so you can use this on cardstock, you can use this on, like I said, wood, metal, glass, resin. If you can think of a flat surface or even round surface, tumblers, people use them, mugs, you know, you cut your image, you could wrap that sucker right around a mug and whatnot. You wouldn't want to send it through the dishwasher, but you could definitely. Okay, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And don't throw this away, okay? It can be used for more projects. Maybe you are doing mugs, okay? You do your one mug, you use this for the next mug mug until the sticky doesn't stick anymore. Okay. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Okay. So we want to make a card or a scrapbook. Say this is your paper. I mean, you put that on there, you put your photo on there, you build up some other stuff. Oh, can you just imagine? And say you cut this out on vinyl, you cut it out on actual paper as well, and maybe you put the piece of paper back in on the inside, something metallic there. I mean, you can layer it up a bazillion different ways, but we are going to make a card. And my card bases I've been really excited about have been the half a sheet of paper. But what I'm thinking is I should be able to get 2 out of this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is grab our chop. Oh, I don't want to use you. No, I don't. All right, let's get this up. So we're gonna trim this fuzzy end off first, because heaven knows we don't need the fuzzies. Okay, now we've got a nice straight edge that we just cut, and my cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I want to take off 1/4, so we're gonna do 4. Okay, we're gonna do this at 4. Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. I don't know. It could be off. Okay. And then that should do. Right through the vinyl. Look at that. Ooh, that looks interesting. Could I do that? Oh, yes. Look at that. Because I trimmed that like that, I can literally wrap that around and get that. Oh, that's going to be fabulous. Okay. That didn't even cut straight, but okay. Or the paper wasn't straight on the other side. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to be gentle we're gonna let that pop up there, and we're gonna mush that down. And get this little bit to fold back over, and get that little bit to fold back over. Okay. Yeah, that is just so crooked. But that's okay, because it's going to be on the other side. We won't notice. Okay. And voila. One card done. And if you have... Oops. We need to be able to open the card, right? Funny things. Okay, so if you have a little bit of vinyl that doesn't want to stick, you can add the pressure, or you can add a little bit of glue. But there it is, one card. Then you can put a sentiment strip on, or whatever you want to do. Now this one is going to be a little bit different. So let's get the measurements. Yeah, see, this is really crooked. So we trimmed off that edge. Let's see what we can finagle down here. That was not a good finagle. Let's try that again. Okay, so now we have that. And we're gonna go to 4. Oh, that's much better. Much straighter. Okay, and we're gonna grab another card base. Wait, did I not cut that? Heavens forbid. No, I did not. I cut it at 4 1/4. We need it cut at 4, my friends. 4. Okay. And then we're going to pinch it right there. See where we want that folded. Line that up the best we can. Smoosh that end down. Ugh. And then we're gonna pop this right back in here and chop chop. Just like so, and voila! 2 cards with 1 piece of vinyl. And actually, we've got 2 cards and a canvas with 1 cut on your chunk of vinyl. Okay, so depending on your size, this is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper or piece of vinyl. Okay, that was where the rose was, so I've got that much room to do more roses, maybe Superman symbol, you know, something red. I mean, it could be anything, but then we just did that, and look, that's how quick that dries. That is from cleaning something else, I think. But if you put it on thin, it dries pretty quick. But yeah. So this would be a good way to use up some pattern paper. You know, you could do metallic images on solid pattern papers, or, you know, all sorts of goodies. Do we have any questions? Okay, I'm gonna pull you down so I can try and see if I can see some comments. Hello, Sherry. Watching this video, I'm in danger of getting into vinyl. Just had a random stamp I ordered ages ago arrive. Don't you just love that? And hello, Diana of Oz. My son is a computer engineer student at the moment, so I'm waiting on him to build me something reasonable. Build you? What are we building? Yeah, the glossy. And you know, vinyl comes in matte, it comes in gloss, it comes in metallics, glitters. You'd be amazed. And if you go back and watch the last vinyl video where we actually cut the vinyl with our die cutting machine, we used the glitter vinyl and then alcohol inked that. That was fabulous. I bought a Maker 3, which was kind of okay, but then didn't realize my computer wouldn't run all the functions. Oh, Yeah, I think everybody's in cahoots with the techs out there. It's like, okay, we're going to make our computer not work with your stuff. So you have to upgrade and all that stuff. It's just rude. Ugh, credit cards. Yeah, don't mention those. We just had to put our truck on our credit card. Guys, change your oil. Change your oil. It's better than a $700 bill because you had sludge in your oil pan and it was making your truck act weird. And don't drive your truck if it's acting weird. Because he's like, if you'd have drove it, I could have blown my engine. But luckily, when I think there's something wrong, we have them looked at. Computer to go with my maker. Yeah. Nasty conspiracy, most definitely. Not sure if I did that or if auto incorrect burped. Right? All right. Just when you think you got it all together, you don't, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to have to glue these down. I think what I'm going to do is run that over because it's not folding over the card very well. So what I'm going to do is just grab this out and I'm going to expand that little fold. Just make it a little bit fatter, okay? And then see if that'll help it sit on top of, oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, okay, because see here, it's sitting up quite a bit. So we're just gonna put it in one of our grooves, maybe, and just expand that little groove. There we go. So nice. And of course, you could cut this more in center, but because I had it so close to the edge of the paper, it is what it is. Addicted to card making. Yeah! I'm addicted to all sorts of crafts. I mean, you guys did the room tour with me. I don't think it really shows all the crafty stuff I have. Let me tell you. I'm going to use my glue stick on this because I can and I have it and it's great. I'll put it right down the center, right down the edges. Boo, 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 boo. Nope, stay put. There we go. Look at that. Oh, fabulous. Stick that down and do the same with this one. I'm going to put it right where the other one was. And yeah, I just glue it right on my glass mat. It's going to clean really easy. I'm not wasting another sheet of paper. The glue stick, for these thinner pieces of paper, I prefer the glue stick over a liquid glue because you will get that bubble line, or your glue line will show through. Just do that and then grab your agua and just squirt your little glue. There you go. Glue's cleaned up. Just like so. But yeah. But you can use, really? We're done with you, glue. Stay up there. You can use your Now see, that's popping up though. You can use your tape to glue that down. You could use anything you want. I just didn't want to see the lines. So there. Woo, Sherry just got done off of work and from the grocery store. So hers can relax now. Yeah. I forgot what group I was in that I was saying my husband and the mail carrier laugh about all your packages. Well, they should be happy they get packages, right? That keeps them in business. Okay, what am I doing? Ah, I lost you guys. Oh man, get out of there. Invite the carriers over for a barbecue, right? I am going to make Christmas cards for the mail ladies at the post office I go to, because they're fabulous and they always do a good job. They always hand cancel and they don't give me the stink eye when I say, hey, I need these hand canceled. They do it for me. They're really great there. And I drive past one. I drive past my post office. I went in there once. And it was scary. I mean, it was blocked off like a bonds place or something. It looked like it might be militarized zone. I mean, it was not pretty. And I'm like, I ain't going back. And the lady wasn't very nice. So, I drove past. Okay, so, all right. Oh, I got my new pencil case. That's what came for me today. So I'll be putting my new, or my Prismas in it. And let me tell you, the BK Sky or BTK Sky, whatever that company is, their cases. So excited to put my Prismas away. And then I had to order another one because I forgot about my my chalk pencils. But yeah, nice sturdy cases. And we're gonna, do you guys want to decorate these live one day this week, or should I just make a video and show you what I do? Because I'm thinking of doing some vinyl and some painting on these. And I know it's not exactly paper crafts, aside from the vinyl maybe, but you know, that's what I was thinking. Live, please. All right. So, well, I said this week, and this week's like almost over. Oh no, we can probably do it. I'll see if Ryan is doing a live this Friday, and I'll post in my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page what time Friday I'm gonna go live. But if you have the little bell on, you should get a little notification. All right, so we'll decorate at least one of these Friday, and I'll post what time. Well, Miss Debbie J, hello. I'm just saying my goodbyes, but if you want to watch the replay, we used some cutout vinyl. We put some vinyl on a canvas, and then I'm going to finish painting this up, and then we put vinyl on a mirror, okay, and then we dropped some alcohol ink on that, and I'll clean that up and I'll post that. And then we used the inside of this vinyl for these cards, and we just put it on and folded it right over the back. We could even put another small rose on the back of those. Wouldn't that be fun? But I'm not gonna. But you could. My husband doesn't say anything about my packages. He occasionally asks what's in the package. My hubby doesn't ask. I always volunteer. Look what I got. Look what I did. But he also knows that when I purchase it too. So like when and I don't know why, but I'm like, hey, I need storage for this. This is what I'm thinking. And he's like, okay, go get it. But yeah, I think he needs to know everything that I buy. He might cry if he actually really thought about how much money is sitting up in here. Okay, so Friday I will see you guys, and I'll post what time we're gonna craft this up, and it will be full of pencils. It will be fabulous. Look at my goodies and all my finished cards. Yep, right. Why I can say I'm happy to be single. No one to judge my craft hoarding except my pup. We can't get away, right? All right. I do thank you all so much, and we will see you Friday sometime. And again, I'll post I'll finish these two up and post them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Woo! I get a kick out of this topic. All right. Fabulous. I'm so happy you all had fun. Well, hopefully you all had fun. I had fun. And we will see you Friday. Night, everybody. Oh, look at that shimmer. Ooh. Yeah. We're gonna doll that up, make that all pretty.